Greetings, Fright fans. Dr. Gangrene here. Welcome back into the web lab. I'm shooting a couple of product reviews today because I picked up several soundtracks over the last few months. We did a review a little while ago for Dracula AD 1972, but I wanted to show you guys some other cool stuff that I picked up. So something else that I got recently is a soundtrack that's one of my all-time favorite soundtracks. Now, you know, I really don't have a lot of vinyl. I know friends of mine that have thousands or hundreds, if not thousands, of vinyl records. I really don't. I only have a few. I have a select few that I've bought over the last few months and a few older records that I've had for years and years. But that's it. But the ones that I have bought, the soundtracks that I've bought recently, are all ones that I really had my eye on or are some of my favorites. And this one is one of my all-time favorite soundtracks, and that is the soundtrack for Night of the Living Dead, the George Romero classic. So let's take a closer look at this, and I want to show you guys some of this packaging and what this is all about. All right, so here's the album, the cover for Night of the Living Dead, original motion picture soundtrack. Back cover looks like that with your track listings, double album set here. So there you go, Image 10 and Waxwork Records. Then when you open it up inside, you get this nice double illustration of the zombies as they make their way to the house where Barbara is holed up inside. Now, your records are on either side here. Check that out, isn't that cool? And inside this one, well, we'll get to that in a second. So here's your record, and I opted for the green one. Isn't that cool? Night of the Living Dead, Zombie 1 there. And now here is where you've got your liner notes about it. Night of the Living Dead, you open it up. And this was written by Daniel Kraus, co-author of The Shape of Water with Guillermo del Toro and co-author of the upcoming The Living Dead with George Romero. So anyway, just talking about the movie and what it meant to him and sort of the historical aspect of Night of the Living Dead. And on this side is Gary Striner talking about the movie, producer of the movie, talking about his involvement with Night of the Living Dead. And then here's some pictures on the back. And the other album is on the other side over here. There you go. Night. A Night of Total Terror. All right, so that's Night of the Living Dead from Waxwork Records. They always do great work, quality. That's one thing you're going to get if you buy a Waxwork Records. You're going to get a quality record. The only complaint I have about Waxwork is how difficult it is to get these sleeves back inside here sometimes. They could add like 1 millimeter to the size of their covers, I think, and make it a little bit easier, because I've noticed albums from some of the other companies, I don't have quite as much trouble getting the sleeves back in. But that's the only complaint I have. The quality of the product itself is great, and the soundtracks are great. Really glad to finally have a copy of this one. You know, I always thought that the music for Night of the Living Dead is a big part of what made that movie. The music is so good. They did a great job of picking the music from the archives that they pulled them from, that I tell you, man, it's just creepy stuff, and I love it. And I'm glad to finally have a copy. So if you want to pick up a copy of this for yourself, Waxwork Records is the place to go, and Night of the Living Dead can be yours too. Well, for all of you zombies out there crawling from your crib, if you want more good stuff to feast upon, then come back here to Dr. Gangrene's Web Lab. Click subscribe so you'll get notified whenever a new meal is presented for your brain-munching edifices. And until next time, this is Dr. Gangrene saying, stay mad.